there's a scandal brewing here, yet another Manatee County School Board scandal.
Tonight, an ABC7 exclusive, why the NAACP is calling for an investigation by the Manatee County School District.
Plus, new developments after a state house candidate admits to showing off a phony college degree. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC7 News at 6.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news at 6, it's not very often that we have a political scandal here on the Suncoast, and things are blowing up just before Florida's primary election. Just hours after State House candidate Melissa Howard admitted to faking her college diploma, she has announced that she is dropping out of the race. Now her primary opponent, Tommy Gregory, will take the Republican seat in November's general election. The Republican Party of Sarasota says she did the right thing by withdrawing ahead of the primary.
It's going to save the community and the Republican Party a lot of heartache moving forward.
Howard is not out of the spotlight quite yet. Florida law states that forging a college degree is a first-degree misdemeanor. A local Republican leader has contacted the state attorney's office requesting it to open an investigation.
Sarasota County Sheriff's detectives investigating an apparent murder-suicide. It happened at a home on Crest Hammock Way in East Sarasota. That's in the Hammocks neighborhood. The sheriff's office says Richard and Sharon LaPrade are dead. Deputies were called yesterday afternoon after friends went to check on the couple after they never showed up to an event over the weekend. Although the medical examiner's office has not released a cause of death, deputies do believe it was a murder-suicide. Neighbors are shocked.
It's kind of shocked that there's an elderly couple, that just nice couple, that you think you live in a little nice community and just things happen. It's just a weird situation.
Detectives believe this was an isolated incident. There's no danger to the public.
New developments tonight in a story we told you about earlier involving an incident with an armed man in a Venice home. We're learning now that the man in that home was not holding his wife hostage, but instead he was armed and was threatening to kill himself. Venice police say the 911 operator kept that man on the line while they arrived. When they did, the man allowed his wife to leave safely, but he then barricaded himself inside the home. Police say they were eventually able to Baker Act him and take him into custody. No charges are pending at this time.
A Charlotte County Sheriff's K-9 unit helped find a man who ran away during a traffic stop. K-9 Rhino tracked down Jeremy Kimla hiding in some bushes. Deputies say Kimla told them that he would surrender if they called off the dog. Kimla now faces several charges, including driving with a suspended license.
All right, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan, who has been tracking some storms for us right now. Bob?
Well, Jacqueline, get a look at what's going on with our tower cam on Lakewood Ranch. We had a beautiful start to the day, some sunshine and then some clouds moving in, and you can see a little bit of rain falling there. Most of it now pushing off toward the west-northwest, but still around near State Road 70. The activity associated with just that east to southeasterly wind butting up against the west coast sea breeze, and the convergence taking place with some heavier rain earlier. Northport, Port Charlotte, Punta Gorda all saw some pretty heavy downpours for a short period of time, and then the outflow boundaries from those creating these other isolated cells. Parish getting hit the hardest right now near Ellington as well. You can see that activity producing some lightning strikes there from State Road 64 northward up through Parish. That rainfall rate up to about 1.5 inches to 2 inches an hour. We'll get down to street level. County Road 675, a couple of bolts from the blue there, not bolts from the blue, but generally positive strikes, which have much more amperage to them. And then near Onico, as expected, a little shower popping up there, heading off to the northwest. It's not quite there yet, but it's moving to the northwest, and all this is kind of drifting off to the north. Most of it has stayed away from the immediate beaches. There's an outflow boundary right there. Could kick off some showers up here, 1 or 2 possible. That chance not all that great. We'll let you know about the remainder of the night and in through the rest of the work week coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Accusations of discrimination against several Manatee County school administrators. The NAACP now calling for the district to launch an internal investigation. 5 alleged victims say they're now ready to speak up and launch a lawsuit against the district. ABC7's Jess Dowdrick has that exclusive story.
The Manatee County School Board meeting is underway here at the district offices, where for the first time the NAACP plans to file a formal complaint with the district.
The discrimination is across the board. It's not just about race.
Deborah Houston is one of at least 5 current and former Manatee County school employees alleging that they've been discriminated against.
This has been going on for quite a while.
Houston was the principal at Manatee Elementary School. She borrowed one of her subordinates' motorcycles while she was learning to ride, and it accidentally tipped over. Houston says she paid for the repairs, but the woman she borrowed it from complained to the superintendent, who at the time was Dr. Diana Green.
It was alleged that I could have possibly used my power to persuade the young lady to allow me to ride her bike.
After working for the district for 31 years, Dr. Green removed Houston as principal of Manatee Elementary and gave her a job in the district offices instead.
I didn't deserve that.
Rodney Jones, president of Manatee County's NAACP, says Houston's story is just one of half a dozen examples of discrimination within the district. Now the group is calling for the district to launch an internal investigation.
It's going to be widespread, not only HR department, but we've got some questions for the current superintendent of schools from when she was deputy superintendent. We think there was some behavior there that may be called into question, and we're going to call it.
The NAACP describes the complaints as being about black employees denied a promotion that they felt they were qualified for, with a white person with less qualifications getting the job, to being pushed out and losing their jobs after filing complaints. Jones says the NAACP has a strong case with plenty of documentation and witness testimony.
And I think the district has left themselves wide open for litigation.
I reached out to district administrators earlier today. They say they knew nothing about these claims. However, right now during this school board meeting, the interim superintendent, the legal counsel for the district, and of course the school board, they're all there to hear these complaints from the NAACP. The president, of course, Rodney Jones, says he also plans on filing a complaint with the Department of Education. Reporting in Manatee County, Jess Dowdrick, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Jess, thank you. We have a crew at that school board meeting right now. Tonight at 11, ABC7's Rick Adams will have live reaction from both the school board and the NAACP.
In first alert traffic, there's a crash in Northport that is affecting traffic. Right now, police at the scene of a crash near North Chamberlain Boulevard and Hamilton Avenue. It involves an overturned vehicle. Police say Chamberlain was shut down and traffic was being routed around that area.
Well, Labor Day is less than a month away, and Sarasota police already gearing up to protect the roads from drunk drivers. Tomorrow, they'll be starting their Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over initiative in partnership with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. During this campaign, officers from around the country will show zero tolerance for drunk driving. Studies show that 10,000 people die each year on average in drunk driving crashes. That's about one person killed every hour in 2016.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, a state of emergency in both Sarasota and Manatee counties. How that will help potentially our red tide problem.
Plus, red tide not only affecting area beaches, a popular public pool now closed because of it as well.
Everything all right?
Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery?
Sure.
We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
My California Closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
Get more for your money during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Sunset Subaru. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Impreza is an IIHS top safety pick for 11 years running. Lease a new Subaru Impreza today for just $182 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system could make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now, SoClean.com has released the world's first automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs and bacteria. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer, risk-free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
The SoClean works, and it's a really effective product, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to use.
SoClean works on all popular CPAP machines and masks, destroying CPAP germs and bacteria without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and walk away. Voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited-time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398, or visit SoClean.com today.
Happening in Florida, the state's Constitution Revision Commission facing a legal battle just months before the November ballot. The petition filed at the state Supreme Court today targets 6 of the 8 measures approved by the Revision Commission. The plaintiffs are arguing the commission is unfairly grouping together unrelated issues for people to vote on. Some Constitution Revision commissioners were against this to begin with.
By bundling different proposals together, what we have done is we have undermined the work that we have undertaken to make sure that each one of the ballot summaries is clear and fairly informs the voters.
For example, one of the measures asks voters to approve a ban on offshore oil drilling and a ban on vaping and the use of electronic cigarettes in workplaces. Another proposed amendment bundles term limits for school board members with civic literacy and charter school oversight.
Passengers flying out of Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport this morning were delayed multiple times after a computer outage at Spirit Airlines. A system-wide service outage meant Spirit was unable to check in passengers or board flights at the airport. One traveler said everyone was stuck at check-in after the machines started going off. She said she's been delayed multiple times since that outage.
This place was swarming with people, and then out of nowhere all the machines started going up, so everyone's running to a machine trying to check in. I finally was able to check in, went through security. I mean, the security line had no people in it since everyone was stuck out here.
Well, that outage only lasted about an hour, but problems for passengers continue. Airline officials say they advise travelers to check their flight status prior to arriving at the airport.
Graduation day finally taking place at Florida Atlantic University this morning after it was canceled last week because of a credible threat. FAU President John Kelly personally apologized to the graduates because of the cancellation. Last week, school officials canceled the graduation ceremony after someone found a note in the women's bathroom that was threatening that celebration. Police are still looking for a suspect. All right, well, Bob's been watching a few showers across the area.
Yeah, but not a lot going on downtown Sarasota, the Bayfront, Longboat Key. Everything looks pretty good right now with no lightning nearby either. So things aren't too bad, mainly west of I-75, different story east. We had some beautiful shots. You can see this one, a rainbow George. Eli George, that is, sending that in. Eli's coming. So's a rainbow. That was a double shot right there. And this one from Jennifer Hardy also sending that a double rainbow. What does it mean? What does it mean? Well, Lynn Shepard, not double, but you can see a single right there with palm trees, and a lot of folks sending photos in. Appreciate all those, and it's amazing. Something happens, next thing you know, it's at pics@mysuncoast.com or some of our email right there. Lakewood Ranch webcam showing some showers around and some storms, bringing some moderate to heavy rainfall at times to Lakewood Ranch, and now that rain's starting to wind on down. High pressure has been down to our south. Guess what? It's moving north as expected. It'll be in place, I think, over north central Florida tomorrow afternoon. And that will give us more of an east to southeasterly wind, which will try to get those showers and storms a little bit closer to the coast in the afternoon. Only thing is, it's going to dry out a little bit in the atmosphere, and so our rain chances aren't all that high. Radar not very active at all right now. Pretty quiet up and down the coast. We had some storms earlier. Some lightning well east of I-75 up near Parrish. That's starting to wind on down. There's that one storm near Palmetto. This could generate an isolated strike here and there, but most of the showers that have been progressing toward the coast have been weakening considerably. Some rainfall again near UTC, but not much going on in Sarasota. Lido looks good, as well as Longboat Key looking pretty good there, although there has been some roll clouds heading out that way due to the outflow boundary from those storms. You can see that rain up near the interchange of I-75 and 275, some rain near Parrish, and some rain near Palmetto. I mentioned those outflow boundaries. You can see it now trailing through northwest Bradenton now, and one or two showers possible still popping up there. Once it gets out into the Gulf, there's a chance we could see some redevelopment way out there. Here's that dry air I mentioned over the Bahamas. This is going to slowly work its way in on Wednesday and Thursday. That will keep our rain chances lower than average. We're still going to see a few, especially inland areas. We'll get a few scattered thunderstorms, but not nearly as much as we would normally expect. Now, the evening forecast, after midnight, one or two lone storms like we saw last night will pop up, and it looks like they won't be around all that long. And then tomorrow morning for looks like a drop-off, not too bad for school children, and looks as though we will see some storms offshore. We start to change from that morning shower activity beginning Wednesday, and especially into Thursday and Friday. We no longer will see that. We'll see those afternoon and evening storms, and even those will be few and far between, simply because of the drier air that's slipping in. Temperatures have cooled as a result of the outflow boundary at the airport now. Downtown Sarasota, 87. 77, though, in Mayaca City. Northport at 78 degrees. They had some rain earlier in Venice. Also some outflow from that rain-cooled air moving in there. That's the benefit of those afternoon storms. We start to see some cooling conditions take place across the region. And again, we're looking for lows tonight, mid to upper 70s. Currently, it's 80 degrees right now. We have some clouds that moved into the airport, 74% on the humidity, and the high today was 89. The normal high at 90, 74 was the morning low. And tomorrow's forecast, not calling for a lot of rainfall. There's a slight chance for a morning coastal shower, but not much. And then mainly inland storms late in the day, and one or two of them will try to work their way back toward the coast. The heat index getting close to 100 tomorrow. Nationally, a couple of storm system causing problems. One continues to be a factor up in Pennsylvania and New York. It's spinning there, producing some heavy rainfall, and we're watching the one over the central U.S. as well, which will cause some heavy rainfall in Kansas and Missouri. For boaters tomorrow, winds will start off with the southeast, switch around to the southwest with a sea breeze developing in the afternoon. 7-day forecast, then rain chances 40%, mainly in inland storms late in the afternoon. High temperature near 91. Slight chance for showers late in the day on Thursday, and then 20% chance on Friday and Saturday. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. The city of Sarasota shutting down a public pool due to red tide. Lido Pool will be closed tomorrow and Thursday. City officials say the closure is necessary because of odor and poor air quality resulting from red tide. The city plans to reevaluate conditions on Thursday. The Lido Pavilion and concessions will also be closed through at least Thursday. Well, Governor Rick Scott declaring a state of emergency for 7 counties dealing with the harmful effects of red tide, including Sarasota and Manatee counties.
ABC7's Rebecca Fernandez had more on what this emergency order entails and then what it means for the Suncoast.
Scott, Jacqueline, well, what this emergency order means is that all the resources that we have in the state will be coming to these 7 counties to help combat this toxic red tide. The red tide all along the southwest coast of Florida has come and gone over the last 10 months, but has recently been more aggressive. Marine life continues to be killed and washed ashore, and at the same time, the beaches are empty and businesses have suffered. So the governor's declaration will target 3 specific areas that need the most of this funding.
We have a small staff because we normally don't have this many strandings. They are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That's why $100,000 will be given to Mote Marine Laboratory for dozens of biologists from across the state and from Florida Fish and Wildlife to be deployed to these counties to help with recovery efforts. The added staff will also help perform necropsies back at the lab. Plus, this money will be used to continue the efforts to lessen the effects of red tide.
We at Mote feel that it is long past due for a significant focus on developing new technologies, innovative technologies, to try to decrease the impacts of red tide.
They have already began testing an ozone treatment system that kills the cells in this toxic algae. And next, $500,000 will be given to Visit Florida, which works with local tourism boards.
We've already had several conversations with Visit Florida this morning. The details will be released later on, but it will be going to the destination marketing organizations such as Visit Sarasota County, the Bradenton area, CVB, to help promote their entire communities. As we get through this, want to send that message that the vacation you've always enjoyed here in Sarasota County is waiting for you.
And after speaking to all the agencies that will be receiving this funding, they all said the same thing. With technology and improvements in science, we may be seeing a light at the end of the tunnel sometime soon. Live in Sarasota, Rebecca Fernandez, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Rebecca, thank you. Remember, for all the latest coverage on a red tide outbreak, you can go to our website, mysuncoast.com/redtide. Stay with us.
When we come back, we'll show you the latest hot spot in downtown Sarasota to join at the plastic straw ban movement.
Tonight, the secret recordings. Now the fallout. One of the president's most loyal supporters turns on the White House. Are more tapes to come? Plus, the flash flood emergency. Millions in the path. World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do it yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Temperatures are rising and the deals are heating up during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota. The Ram 1500 has been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy for 6 years in a row. Get an all-new 2019 Ram Quad Cab for as little as $24,999, or save big and get up to $13,000 off a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota.
If you think it's hot outside, just wait until you see even hotter savings inside. Only at Rugs As Art Hot Summer Savings Sale event will you find the lowest prices on a vast selection of stunning rugs, furniture accents, and accessories. This special event only happens once a year, so hurry in before the best selections are gone. The Hot Summer Savings event ends soon, so don't miss out on the best prices ever. Rugs As Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
The Players Center invites you to explore the family dynamic in the classic story of On Golden Pond. The Tony Award-winning play opening August 9th is funny, thoughtful, and brutally honest. Call the Players at 365-2494 or visit us online at theplayers.org. On Golden Pond is calling you.
Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP is the largest locally owned CPAP supply company in the area. Is it time to replace your old equipment? The staff at Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP can show you the most up-to-date CPAP equipment and supplies to meet your sleep apnea needs, including portable travel devices and the SoClean automatic CPAP sanitizer. We serve all of Southwest Florida, giving the highest quality of care with the finest CPAP equipment. Please visit our website, sarasotacpap.com.
Summer break is over. It's time to go back to school. Starting at 5 a.m., Good Morning Suncoast is bringing you live reports to help you get your kids ready for class. Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC7, your source for back-to-school coverage.
The Art Ovation Hotel now banning plastic straws. In a post on social media, the hotel says that they will not be offering straws at all of their bars, but if you'd like one, they'd gladly provide you with a paper one.
Yeah, that's happening across the country and a lot of restaurants.
Yeah.
Not just single restaurants, but the chains here are doing that.
Yeah, I like to bring my own glass too, or some sort of drinking device. That way, it's mine. No one else has drank out of it, just me. So
you can say fill it up.
That's right. Anyway, we're looking at not much rain filling the streets up right now. Looking good.
Okay, thank you, Bob. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
We'll see you again at 7 and 11. Have a good night.